Annually, the diamond industry is said to contribute approximately 10% towards the gross domestic product. In efforts to open up the world of this precious commodity to everyday Namibians, NDTC and NAMDIA have come up with a show called Diamond Talk that started last year. In the different episodes, prominent figures from the industry share information that pertains to diamonds.
We realized that despite the fact that we know a lot about the industry, Namibians and the rest of the world don't really know that much about the industry, especially because it's seen as an opaque industry. So we're opening up the industry to the public by dispelling some of the myths, dispelling some of the misinformation, and also just sharing information on what the diamond industry also does for everyday Namibians. Besides the dividends that we pay that my colleague mentioned, there's a lot of other things that we do in the beneficiation program, which is actually a word that was coined within the diamond industry, is finding ways for the industry to benefit Namibians, benefit the everyday people on the street. And this is where people are able to know what is it that they benefit from the organizations within the diamond industry, directly or indirectly. And another thing also for Diamond Talks was in a sense of putting the pieces together, because there's so many moving parts within the industry on the value chain that people don't really understand. Where do you fit? Where does NDTC fit? Where does NAMDIA fit in the value chain? And what value do they add to the value chain?
The segments cover topics such as opportunities offered and myths around diamonds and the production of the resource. Namibians will also be introduced to key players and the role that they play.
The opportunity to participate in the diamond industry does not necessarily mean we all need to sit with a diamond in our hands. But there's a number of opportunities throughout the value chain, and sometimes we don't have sight of it. So this is an opportunity where industry leaders come together and also showcase to you, open up to you and share with you, polishers, you have manufacturers who cut and polish diamonds, but they have equipment. The equipment needs to be serviced by people, by services, by companies. So there are other opportunities that we also want to introduce or just share broadly with the audience that would give them a better insight, particularly for entrepreneurs, into the industry. So we're excited. We hope that our viewers would tune in. We have so far 7 segments that we've recorded that will be aired on One Africa in due course. So please stay tuned and make sure that you understand when those are airing so that you can follow the conversation. I must make clear that Diamond Talk initially started off as a conversation that was hosted by NAMDIA, and it grew into an industry conversation that we were able to consolidate industry efforts and views on. So it's certainly not one of the first, it's definitely not one of the last. The intention, like Bentley was saying, is to ensure that we understand that we have one diamond. It's one diamond in Namibia. It's one story. We all just play different parts as it relates to that diamond. I think the other thing that I wanted to add was this is really your opportunity as a viewer. If you have questions that you've always had, you've had worries, you've had things that were just not clear to you about what happens in this industry, this is your opportunity to reach out to us and give us those thoughts and those ideas, because they also inform us how we can package the next program that actually answers your question.
The segments are currently streaming live on NDTC and NAMDIA Facebook pages and YouTube channels, and soon will air on One Africa television. One episode will air each month, and a lucky viewer will stand a chance to walk away with a prize.
We do run a competition. The fantastic thing about the competition is we want people to pay attention to what is being said. And the answer always lies within the topic of discussion for that particular episode. So we run a competition and the winner walks away with a fantastic hamper. It's a hamper, that has all the goodies that any person would want to win. And that we give to every episode. There's a competition for that.